While we are in the midst of our Diwali 2020 series, most of the dishes that are created during the festival, and like most festivals in India, is always rich, laden, and to some extent over the top. These dishes, though very heavy, can be quite a nightmare when you have to enjoy it day in and day out during the entire festive season. One dish that I like to just sneakily put in between is my steamed fish, very old school, a Parsi Patra Ni Maachi that is elegant, stylish, bursting with flavor, and so apt with the festive season that we have. Let's get to creating this magic today. Now you must be thinking, oh lordy lord, here we have another Patra Ni Maachi, adding to the dime a dozen that you have already available online. However, this one is a little different, and I'm going to teach you how to create the perfect spice blend, because a Patra Ni Maachi is all about having that perfect blend of sweet, salty, savory and tart element to the spice blend, yet without a steamer. So we are going to do this without a steamer in a pot, easy to create at any given time, not right Diwali but all through the year. Starting off this creation, we are just going to get to marinating our fish. So here I have some silver pomfrets that I've cut into large downs, and we're just going to add some turmeric. So a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm using about a kg 200 grams of silver pomfret, and we're going to use about a teaspoon of turmeric just to marinate it. Be a little careful because it's going to stain your hand and everything it comes in contact with. And a fine sprinkle of some sea salt. And we're just going to mix this and let it rest on the side for about 15 to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, we'll get to creating our spice blend that goes with it. As we allow the fish to marinate and rest on the side, now's the time to create that perfect spice blend that makes this Patra Ni Maachi truly what it seems to be. So in goes one coconut that I've cut into small pieces. It goes right into my blender, and this spice blend or relish is something truly sharp, pronounced, yet bursting with flavor. With the coconut in goes 4 green chilies that I'm just nipping into half, and choose the chilies that suit your spice. About 1.5 teaspoon of sugar, about 12 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon and a half of cumin going in, half a teaspoon of turmeric, juice of 1 lemon, and we're just going to use a bunch of these gorgeous coriander leaves that's going to give it that fresh herby texture. All we're going to add in now is a teaspoon of iodized salt, some water, and blitz this to a very coarse texture yet bursting with flavor. With the spice blend blended and the chutney come out perfectly well. Do forgive me as a chef, I do like it fine. You can go as coarse as suits you fine. Play around over here, play around with the spice, play around with the lemon, and just create your own stylish version of the same. Now I'm using these gorgeous leaves, that's the banana leaves, which I've lightly wilted over a flame so that they fold. If you do not have banana leaf, go right ahead and use some foil. It works perfectly well even with that. With this done, now we're going to take about a tablespoon of the gorgeous spice blend right on the leaf. We are going to pick up a marinated piece of the silver pomfret, the tail piece, just put it on top. Add another tablespoon of the spice blend because we just love an overload of this chutney with the fish. Since it's seasoned, you do not need to season anything more, and all you need to do now is fold it, ensure it is well fitted and tight so everything holds into each other. We're going to rest this on the side before we create the remaining. Wrapping fish in a banana leaf, though may seem very simple, believe me, it is not at all easy and requires 1 or 2 tricks to get it right. Firstly, dry the leaf and wilt it on an open fire so that it's supple and it allows it to bend. Secondly, if you're struggling, just go right ahead and tie it with some thread to hold everything together. And the last resort, ditch the banana leaf and just use some aluminium foil. Now with everything wrapped and it looks so gorgeous in its beautiful green parcels, technically you can go right ahead and just put this in a steamer and steam it for about 30 minutes so that everything comes together. Or if you're lazy like me and you do not want to use the steamer, just take a heavy bottom pan with a lid. Into that you add about 1 cup of water. Let that come to a roaring boil. Into that you add some apple cider vinegar because you want it to coagulate really fast. And now we're just going to add some leaves right at the bottom. So these are some spare leaves that I had which go right down. Forming the base. Right down goes the fish that I wrapped in foil so that it's nice and tight. Just put the foil parcels right down. And now you're going to use some curry leaves just to scent this. So just keep putting some curry leaves in between. Then you add the fish parcels that you had created. Use 1 vessel. You can go right ahead and use 2 vessels like how I'm using just to steam all this really well. Some more curry leaves just to scent and give it that sharp burst of flavor. And all we're going to do is cover this and allow it to steam for about 30 minutes. Check it. You can go right ahead and go 40 minutes as well. In another vessel, right down always goes the one with the foil so that it doesn't allow any of the water with the apple cider vinegar to seep through, and then just put the other ones on top. Don't forget to scatter some curry leaves in between just to flavor the entire thing. Simmer this and allow this to cook for 40 minutes as well. Such a simple way to create this gorgeous creation. While this is simmering, I'm just going to go back and read my book, Me Time in Existence Today. 30 minutes of simmering to perfection, and the best way to know that this is ready when you have the sharp sense of apple cider vinegar and the curry leaves wafting through your kitchen. All you need to do is switch off the flame and moment of truth arrives now. As soon as the leaves wilt and get that beautiful olive green color, this is ready to be enjoyed. All you need to do is just have it like this. This pairs beautifully all by itself and it doesn't really require any accompaniment. Take it on the table, unwrap it and enjoy this sheer decadence. All I'm going to do is a cook's treat while the family gets ready to come down and enjoy this sheer decadence. I'm going to start and binge on one. Unwrapping this gorgeous creation is a little tedious, but the end result and the flavor is perfect to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed creating this gorgeous, steamed yet sheer decadent creation bursting with herby goodness. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button, and as I always say, don't forget to subscribe.